In the unfathomable depths of the abyss, where light has never dared to penetrate, there exists an entity of power and terror beyond comprehension. Its name is Abandoned, but it is also known as Apollyon, the angel of the abyss. Since the beginning of time, it has rested in the darkness, waiting patiently for the moment to be unleashed to bring chaos and destruction to the world. In the scriptures, it is mentioned as the king of demons, ruler of the infernal hordes. Abandoned is the personification of ruin, the executor of destruction. Its name in Hebrew means destruction or ruin, and in Greek, Apollyon is the destroyer. But it is not just an entity seeking death. It yearns for the complete annihilation of divine creation. It is said that Abandoned is the guardian of the abyss, a spiritual prison where the most wicked spirits are confined, being so abominable that they have been banished from both the world of the living and the dead. And it, with eyes burning with the fire of eternal hatred, commands these legions of horrors. Its form is indescribable, mutable, and terrifying, reflecting the essence of pure destruction. In Christian eschatology, Abandoned is the protagonist of one of the most frightening episodes of the apocalypse. In the book of Revelation, chapter 9, a star falls from heaven and opens the abyss. From its depths rises a smoke so dense that it obscures the sun and the air. And, from the smoke, emerge locusts. But they are not ordinary creatures. With scorpion tails and human faces, their bodies are covered with iron armor, and their wings roar like the thunder of battle chariots. These locusts do not attack vegetation or animals, but rather humans who do not have the seal of God on their forehead. For 5 months, they torment their victims, granting them no mercy of death. And Abandoned, the king of this infernal horde, commands this torment. It is the angel of the bottomless pit, sovereign of the deepest darkness. Theologians debate whether Abandoned is a fallen angel, a being originally of light who succumbed to pride and was cast into the abyss, or if it is a primitive entity of chaos created in the shadows of the universe. In any interpretation, it is the harbinger of the end, the personification of evil, waiting for its revenge against creation. The apocalypse portrays it as the executor of part of divine wrath, an uncontrollable force that will be unleashed on earth as part of the final judgments. The arrival of Abandoned marks the beginning of a period of unbearable pain, where humans will wish for death, but it will escape them. And so, as time passes and the world continues its course, Abandoned waits in the abyss, ready to fulfill its role in the cosmic drama of the end of time. It is the angel of the apocalypse, the embodiment of destruction, the nightmare that awaits humanity. When the abyss finally opens again, its fury will be felt by all. As the final time approaches and the seals are broken, the earth will tremble before the imminent release of Abaddon. The ancient prophecies speak of a period of unprecedented tribulation, where mortal suffering will exceed the limits of endurance. Desperate, humans will cry out for mercy, but will find only the cold indifference of an entity that knows only destruction. The abyss, for countless ages, has kept its guardian captive, but not out of weakness. Abaddon waits patiently, knowing that its time will come. It is not a servant, but a force of nature, cataclysm waiting to be unleashed. When it is finally released, it will be as if the heavens were torn apart, and hell itself invaded earth. Nations will fall into panic. Kings and rulers will hide in caves and mountains, but there will be no refuge from the terror it will bring. The arrival of Abaddon will be the prelude to the great final conflict between the forces of good and evil. Its presence will haunt both the righteous and the wicked, for it is the harbinger of divine wrath, the one who paves the way for the battle of Armageddon. When the fifth angel sounds its trumpet, terror of the apocalypse will be unleashed. The world will be enveloped in a palpable darkness, a shadow that absorbs all hope, all light. Flames of the abyss will rise in a blazing fury, and Abaddon on its throne of destruction will emerge. Its orders will be silent, but the legions it commands will bring an unprecedented pain that will spread like fire, consuming everything in its path. But the true horror of Abaddon is not just in the physical pain it inflicts. It is the destroyer of the soul, the one who corrupts hope, destroys faith, and shatters the spirit. Its influence will extend beyond mortal bodies, reaching the depths of being, planting despair where there was once faith, doubt where there was once certainty. The end, when it comes, will be swift and relentless. In the chaos it will bring, Abaddon will be the harbinger of the final judgment. And then, after fulfilling its work, it will return to the abyss, its purpose fulfilled, while the world, or what remains of it, faces the final judgment. And so, Abaddon, the angel of the apocalypse, the destroyer, will fulfill its destiny, leaving behind a devastated land, a world that will never be the same. It is the terror that lurks in the shadows of time, always waiting for the moment when it will be called to bring the end. All things.